Hold on to your Santa hats, folks. NASA's been crunching numbers and has an early Christmas present for 2032. The bad news? It might be an asteroid. The good news? It's probably not going to ruin the holiday cheer. Asteroid 2024 YR4 has grabbed our attention, with a small but not impossible chance of impacting Earth on December 22, 2032. Now before you start drafting your doomsday prepper list, let's unpack this a bit. The recent buzz is all about the doubling of impact odds. Initially, the chances of 2024 YR4 crashing our holiday party were slim. Now they're still slim, just double slim. To understand what this really means, we need to talk about how we measure risk in the vast cosmic playground. That's where the Palermo and Torino scales come in handy. These tools help us make sense of all the space rock drama. Imagine trying to figure out the chances of winning the lottery. It's complicated, right? You've got numbers, odds, and a whole lot of maybes. Now swap out those lottery tickets for asteroids, and you've got the Palermo and Torino scales. These scales help us understand the potential risks posed by near-Earth objects like our friend 2024 YR4. The Palermo scale is a bit of a mouthful, both literally and figuratively. It uses a logarithmic scale, which is a fancy way of saying it deals with really big numbers in a manageable way. The higher the Palermo scale rating, the more attention an asteroid deserves. 2024 YR4 currently has a rating of -0.32. Don't let that negative sign fool you. It actually means the risk is lower than the background risk posed by similar objects. Basically, it's less likely to hit us than a random space rock of a similar size. The Torino scale, on the other hand, is a bit more straightforward. It uses a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being we're all doomed, and 0 being nothing to see here. Move along. Asteroid 2024 YR4 clocks in at a cool 3 on the Torino scale. This means that while there's a chance of impact, it's unlikely to cause global devastation. Think more localized effects, like a city-sized boom. So we know there's a chance, however slight, that 2024 YR4 might pay us an unwelcome visit. But how big are we talking? Well, that's where things get a little fuzzy. Current estimates put 2024 YR4 somewhere between 130 and 300 feet across. That's about the size of a small skyscraper or a really big football field. Now before you start picturing a planet-killing behemoth like in the movies, remember that size isn't everything. The composition of an asteroid plays a huge role in determining its potential impact. A dense metallic asteroid will pack a much bigger punch than a porous rocky one. The good news is that we're not just sitting ducks in this cosmic game of chance. Scientists around the world are keeping a close eye on 2024 YR4, tracking its every move with ground-based telescopes. They'll continue to gather data until April 2025, when the asteroid will become too faint to observe from Earth. But don't worry, we're not flying blind. The James Webb Space Telescope, our newest and most powerful eye in the sky, is scheduled to take a closer look at 2024 YR4 in March 2025. This will give us a much clearer picture of the asteroid's size, shape, and composition, allowing us to refine those impact odds even further. So, the million-dollar question, should we be stocking up on canned goods and building underground bunkers? The short answer is no. Remember those scales we talked about? The Palermo scale says the risk is lower than a random space rock, and the Torino scale says even if it hits, it's not global catastrophe material. We've got brilliant minds tracking this asteroid, and we will continue to refine our understanding of its trajectory. It's a great reminder that we live in a dynamic solar system, and while the cosmos can throw us the occasional curveball, we are not defenseless. So keep enjoying those holiday cookies and leave the doomsday prepping to the movies.